Alright, what are we doing today, Keenan?
Pissing you off?
It's not working.
It's not working?
It's not working. Where's the tripod?
Right in front of you.
Right.
You shaking too much already?
What?
You already shaking too much?
Yeah. So fucking nervous.
What's the new part we got for you today?
What?
What new part we got for you today?
Axle.
Asshole.
And a sprocket.
Okay, you think this is fine, see? See how it rubs?
Wait 1 second. What's up?
I said, you think that's fine? See how it rubs?
Yeah, but we can shave the tire. Is this too close to where we work?
What?
The tripod?
Probably.
Let's see here. I don't think this is a good idea. Well, how about here?
Break my tripod?
Yeah. Well, dropping your camera, I don't think is.
Let's use the hill over there.
The hill? Well, that was what I was saying. Putting it on the hill is probably not a good idea.
It is if you adjust the tripod.
Okay, so it's level.
Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna pause this.
good shot, good view.
Right of your shirt.
Got a good view now? Good.
Okay, is it recording?
Now,
Okay. So.
where's the crescent wrench? What's the recording?
What? What's it recording?
Your butt.
Is it?
Where's the
Yeah.
crescent wrench at? Yeah, it's right over there. Chill man. Hey.
Huh?
Chill. You're interrupting me.
So are we switching out the axle?
Yeah, we're gonna do that too.
You want me to take the axle out of the packaging?
Can we do that?
First time, you know, I'm not. Am I following the procedure here?
I don't know. Can we use it if it fails?
You didn't tell me it was chrome.
You like chrome.
Oh yeah, it's shiny.
Shiny chrome. We can't see that because you're not showing it.
Shiny axle. It's still in its packaging, so you can't really.
You need to bubble wrap tighten it?
Yeah. Oh, now you can see it.
Now you can see it.
Yeah, how shiny that is. It's perfect.
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 Perfection. Okay, where's your caliper now?
What?
Caliper now, Mark. We got
The caliper's on there.
Not much longer. Caliper has to move. Axle has to move. Wheel has to move. With my hammer. Good. Still got something around here I know how to use. Can you take that off without scratching anything? Okay, this needs to be made thinner by that much.
Well, you really put it on there tight.
This needs to be made thicker by that much. You got that?
Just face the wheel over.
Yep.
So why do you want this off?
You have to space that over by this much. See the spacer here?
Wait, but you're not cutting off the surface of the whole, what, just here?
Nope, not cutting anything. Where'd my, where's all my tools? Tools keep disappearing. So how thick is that?
Oh, 10 thou.
10 thou.
Is that too much?
What do you think?
Looks like, what, a 1/16 of an inch? And a 1/16 of an inch is... about 6.5 thou or so? Is that right? A 1/16 is not 6.5 thou?
Nope, your decimal point off there, boss.
What?
Your decimal point off.
0.6 thou? 66 thou?
We need a couple spacers here to play with, see?
Is that 66 thou?
Close. Okay, where's your spacers at?
This one? These ones?
Okay, this is called a caliper. Figure out how to use it.
Do you want it in decimal points or in thou?
Oh, there's a decimal point.
What?
That is decimal point.
It's about a tenth of an inch?
A tenth of an inch.
About.
How much is a tenth of an inch?
10 thou?
Nope.
100 thou.
Nope.
What? 100 thou would be a tenth of an inch.
Okay, 100 thou. What number does that say?
Isn't it upside down for you? It's a tenth of an inch.
They can flip their TV over and see what it really is. It isn't that hard. Jeez, or their computer, whatever they're on. Okay, 100 thou. Tenth of an inch. Dumbass had it right. One of the numbers. He guessed. Okay, this washer's only 90, so it's 10 thou different. We're going to have to use it. Okay, put this between the caliper and the caliper bracket. Hey, dumbass. There's two of them here. One on each bolt, not two in one.
Does it matter on which side?
Yes, the one with the caliper over. Where's my spacers you stole?
So on this side. Yes.
Okay, here's my spacers over here. I gotta figure this out.
Both sides would be over.
Jeez. Oh, does this guy even know what he's doing? Yeah, they're making comments about you already. You don't need to help them out.
So I put it on that side.
We need to space the caliper away from the bracket. That's why you're putting a washer between the caliper and here.
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter if I put it here.
That's right. It would not make any difference if you did that.
Okay, see, I'm not too dumb.
Was that?
I'm not too dumb.
Oh, okay.
Just a little dumb.
All right.
These are the provided ones, right?
Oh, now you're interfering in my project. The what?
These are the ones that came with the caliper, right?
No, those are my washers.
Oh.
That's why they're 10 thou off. Now, some of there's some shim. Where are those shims at? Go find that little shim pack.
Huh? Shim pack?
Yeah, there's 10 thou shim in it.
Oh, from Performance Machine?
Yeah, I was over there in your box of crap over there. Next
That one, the blue one?
Maybe. Okay, this is 502, so I need something 400 thou. We're not going to find 400, but we're going to find 3/8 probably. That's 516. That's 300. That's 500. We need 400, not 300. Okay. We want 300 thou.
No 10,000. Just a 15,000.
I'm going to use a 15 then. You find it yet? There's a shim pack. Here, open it up. My thumbnails are gone.
Hmm? You want me to open it?
Yeah, you got any fingernails?
No, I don't have any more than you do.
Oh. It says 470. 470.
I just ripped it open.
You can't rip it open. It's a damn bag. How am I going to get the washer from falling out?
No.
Just see it has a Ziploc. You didn't use it. Dumbass.
I tried to.
Well, don't destroy the bag just because you can't get a job done.
Why not?
There's other people around
It's
here.
just a Ziploc bag.
Do you have another Ziploc bag? Keep
No.
losing your washers? So how are we going to keep from losing your dumbass washers, dumbass? Okay, these are 15 thou right here. Okay, put one of these under each one of those.
On top of the 10,000 ones?
On top of the 70, 80 thou ones that I gave you. 90, those were 90. 15 makes it 105. That's close enough. Because we're going to be using a 3/8 shim over here. This would be 125 less than I want. Of course, I don't see the damn things anywhere. Let's see. Where's my 3/8 stuff? Oh, I got a 3/8 right here. What's this one? Column. Perfect. 470. I already got 470. There we go. That looks like the right one. 377. That's as close as we're going to get to what we need. Okay, we're taking that one out, put U on, now we gotta add that to the other side here. So we can either add it to this one or we can add it to this one. This one's, we need to come up with the 100 thou more than whatever this is total. This is 220 thou, so we need 230. 1 230, so we'll need all together. What's 1 230 divided by 2? You can give me a number. Did you forget?
What?
What's 1
I didn't know
230?
you were talking to me.
650 would work. 424, 427, 412. 424, 424. We got all my 424s. Here we go, 424. Now that wouldn't work, that's too tall. 424 is not 600, that's 800. Somebody put that in the wrong package, see, that's not the right one. That's too thick. Somebody's mixing up my inventory. I'm gonna come to arrest your ass.
Hmm?
We're gonna arrest your ass now.
Oh, now they're coming for me.
Well, that's 57. That's what that big one is. I need this number. You got another one of these?
I don't know what?
424.
No. We're fresh out.
You fresh out of 424?
Just sold all of them.
How about this one? We wanted what number?
424?
1300. See, 310. 2 for 1. Discount.
Mm.
See, if I make these both the same, it's harder for you to get confused. 300, see? Here you go.
What am I supposed to do with these?
Use them.
For what?
Axle spacer.
Oh.
Weren't you paying attention?
No.
Right. We need 400, we only got 375. So what to do with that? Okay, where are you going to put that?
On the axle?
On the axle.
Yeah. On either side of the axle?
Either side?
Yeah.
Like neither side?
What?
Maybe like neither side? How about that?
Perfect.
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 Perfect. Ow. Camera went down. Picture my head too. Looks good. There you go. Low profile.
Tiny camera now.
Can you work it now? Okay, where's your sprocket spacer?
Sprocket spacer. Right over.
How about the spacers you're going to lose? Spacers. Spacers.
These ones?
Yes, the ones you're going to lose. These go down here on this side of the bike.
It's not very specific to say the ones I'm going to lose.
This goes on this side of the bike over here. This goes on top of over here.
Do you have a black sprocket or no?
Have a what?
The black sprocket you were talking about?
No, I didn't order it because I don't know what you need yet.
Oh, black sprocket sound good to me.
You like black?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know if this is going to work. I probably should check first. I'm supposed to be filming this crap. I don't like that very much.
Why?
There ain't much of a lip there. Barely got any register on there.
It's the screws that really hold it in place though, right?
Well,
Helps to have both, I guess.
it helps to have some holding power.
Where do you get the spacer from?
My shelf. Top secret.
Top secret shelf.
Top secret. Need to know only. Do you really need to know?
Not really.
That's what I thought. How's the brake lift?
Space.
Ooh, I got dirty. Look at that. Caliper. Is the space correctly now?
Yeah.
Sure?
Probably.
Where's that axle at? The new one. Ooh, look at at that chromey axle.
Isn't it pretty?
Did you check to see if it fit in the axle?
In the axle? What do you mean in the axle?
In the wheel?
No.
Okay, well, we'll find out, I guess. Okay, hold that right there for me.
Do you have the spacer?
I'm working on it. Trying to hold everything up at once over here. Lean it toward you. Okay, come back. Toward me.
Okay, nice. Actually fits on there.
Kind of, sort of. Except for one problem.
What?
These spacers. Two of them.
These ones?
I know I got two here instead of one.
Because that's how many you need.
It's a lot easier to put it in there with one. With two than one. That's the recessor on the wheel. There's no room to go in between the wheel and the swing arm. Okay, that one will stay there if I get my finger out of the damn thing. Okay, now we gotta jam that. See how it doesn't want to fit in there?
Yeah. Want me to hit that? Oh, let me get the... There. Aha!
Hold on. See that?
Is a problem.
Yes. See that clearance we have in there?
Why do we have that?
I don't know why we have that clearance. We shouldn't have any clearance, but we do. Okay. That is not supposed to be there right now. It's about 50 thou clearance. I don't know why that's in there. We need a thicker one by about 50. You got one?
No, I can look. How much was this one?
1,650.
2650.
We need a 720 spacer.
720.
This is 820. What's this one? Came in the kit.
Are they all the same?
Measure that one. Nope, 650.
We need it to be what, 720 you said?
This one. That's going to be the one. 680. Okay, we'll go with that one. See the difference in height between these two?
Yeah.
We need this one.
Okay.
I don't know why, but for some reason, we need it. Something's different. You did something.
I did something. This is on me now.
It's your bike. It's your fault. I like this axle.
Because it fits?
It slides in nice and easy. See how there's no threads here, though? I don't like that.
There are threads. Not many, but...
How many threads is that?
None. We'd use it without... We could take the lock washer off.
Yeah, but why is it so short?
Is it? And it is all the way in on that side?
Do you think 2 threads is enough?
Well, without the lock washer, it might.
Without the lock washer, maybe? You mean like this?
That's a bit short.
It's still too short? What if we take this washer off, too?
Well, then we're good.
No, we're still too short.
Really?
Yeah.
Just barely, but yeah.
Just barely? Just barely not long enough?
And it needs all those threads?
Well, do you care if your axle falls off?
No?
No, you don't care?
Not really.
That's fine then.
I mean, what's it really do? Right?
That's right.
It's like an accessory, basically.
Accessory item. Okay. See all that movement we just did?
Movement?
Movement.
Like it's
See, now
further.
the tire is more centered here.
It barely has any clearance on that side. And
I
it,
designed it that way. That camera.
it's still rubbing on the chain.
I know, because I only moved it over 100. So now we're more centered here now, between here and here. And then we got real tight down in here, like we knew it was going to happen. And we're still got issues right there. And the axle that's supposed to fit this bike does not fit it, it's too short. So you'll wind up going back to a longer axle again. Okay, go ahead and turn the bike, jack the bike up slightly.
Till the tire doesn't touch?
Yep, it should turn right now.
Yeah.
Turn it. Chain appears to be hitting the tire.
Just barely. It won't shave itself off.
It's rubbing on it. So now when you cut your tire down, it won't be rubbing on the tire. Before, you would have to cut half the tire away to get clearance.
I mean, you barely even have to cut anything off right now.
Now we're 100 thou closer than it used to be. The problem is we have very, very little holding power right here.
I mean, that's just a longer axle, right?
Now we're assuming the chain is still in line with the transmission sprocket way up front there. So where's the chain on the front teeth? Is it on the inside edge or the outside edge of the chain, the sprocket?
Looks like it's dead center.
Because this one's rubbing on the inside of the teeth here.
I mean, you can look, but it looks pretty much dead center to me.
Yep, that looks pretty good there. It's right in the middle. But the back one is too far in. So that means we need to come out further. Because see, the sprocket's in too far, the chain wants to be out.
But not by much, right?
We're only hitting a tire by not much. So if you make the chain...
Just a tiny bit more, yeah.
If you move the sprocket out so the chain's not fighting it, then it won't hit on this no more.
But then we don't have a lip here.
Correct.
I'll get it.
We have to do something different down there, because there's no more lip. Alright, we'll be back.
Keenan, any opinion?
What?
Want to weigh in?
What was the question?
Whether you approve or disapprove of Donald Trump's job performance.
His performance?
Yeah. What do you think of it so far?
What do I think of his performance right now?
Yeah.
He performs very well on camera.
Oh.
Does a good job. He gets lots of viewers and comments, and yeah, he's popular.
People seem to like him.
He's popular.
Oh yeah, he gets all the good comments.
I didn't say he liked him. He get a lot of comments. All right. So the sprocket needs to come out another 100, probably to get where we need to be. So what we need is we need to move this whole thing out, probably about 200 thou.
So another one of those spacers?
The offset of the sprocket's 150, and we put 100 over there. So what's 100, 100, and 150?
250? You said 100 and 150?
And 100.
100 and 100, that's 200.
And 150.
Is it 100 and 150, or is it 100 and 100?
We need 100 here.
Yeah.
We have 100 there. And then we have 150 in the sprocket. So how much can we move that?
Oh, so that's 350 total?
350. And how much is 1 3/8? Or 3/8?
1 and 3/8?
No, how much is 3/8? 375, dummy.
375?
So that means we can put a 3/8 adapter on the hub.
Oh, and it'll be right there.
It will be 25 too much that way, which we have room in the sprocket to come out a little bit, so we'll be fine.
How much clearance do we have?
And that will give us what we need for clearance, and we can run either an adapter on a stock early sprocket and get away from these oddball sprockets, or we can stay with the big flange and just move it out that way, because we have two different availability of spacers at 3/8 width. And then we can either get a chrome sprocket or a black sprocket. So he's all into this black stuff, so he's thinking black. Now the next problem we have is, besides the axle don't work because there's no threads in it, is what happened to our brake caliper clearance over here.
Between what and what?
That bolt head right there is going to be lightly close to that. Pick up the bike. How come the sprocket didn't drop? Oh, it's in the air right now. That's right. Okay, we're all the way up right now. Okay, so it looks like our caliper clearance is okay. Now, is our pad clearance, is the rotor in the center of the caliper right now. There's no light on. I wonder if it's dark in here.
No. Slightly rubbing on the right side, but not on the left side.
So you have the wrong spacing on the caliper now? Let's see here. It looks to me like we need to go over just a little bit more with spacers than what you got, but we're pretty close. We're actually pretty close.
I mean, don't we have to take out a spacer to move it further in?
I think we're good. I think we're centered.
Okay.
Does this rotate without dragging?
Basically, yeah.
So if it's not dragging, it obviously must be in the center.
You can hear a little bit of dragging, right?
I hear the tire.
That sound?
Yeah, it barely hits, but there's nothing in the pads either.
Yeah.
Now you might be able to take out that 15 thou shim, maybe, and just go solid, but it makes it centered right now. So our spacer selection is working, but the sprocket selection is not working. So we have to go to a flat sprocket from an offset sprocket, and then we have to use the flange adapter that has a flange on the inside, the flange on the outside, so we keep our center of our sprocket so it won't rip off and break all the bolts off. Do you care if your sprocket breaks off the wheel?
Sprocket break is off the wheel?
Do you care if it breaks off your wheel over here by spinning it? Like that wheel up in the front up there?
Like where it's a combined...
You want it to look like that wheel up front?
Which wheel up front?
The one that's been all spun?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Like this.
Why would it look like that?
Because that's what happens when your bolts spin.
Oh.
The sprocket rips off all the studs. When there's no support, you jump the hammers and move the sprocket like that instead of rotation. So the bolts are now trying to keep from pulling forward as well as rotation because there's no lip.
And we can't increase the lip, right?
We increase the lip by changing the spacer. See, this is a spacer with no lip on it. This would fix your problem right now, except there'd be no lip.
Yeah. Yeah.
This here would work.
It's kind of big, isn't it?
Except it's not quite the thickness we want. See, it has a lip on the inside, and a lip on the outside. Now this isn't for your hub, but... So, a 3/8 spacer has a lip on the outside and a lip on the inside.
Do you have one of those?
A 1/4" one I don't think does. I have this one right here, which is a 1/2 inch, which is as close as we're going to get. And that looks like that's the only one I got. So I got to order up the one you want. So we got to order some parts up. I have one of these books over here. So
Which book would it be?
We're going to look through these books. We have this book here, and then we got the one over there. So look at those ugly ass glasses. Who left those on my counter? Was there a 4-year kid that came by earlier?
They were free, okay.
Yeah, that's all. That's the 4-year-old right there.
Transmission final drive?
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Can't film me sleeping over here on the floor?
Napping.
You're sleeping on the floor.
I can.
Okay.
Pretty comfy floor.
All right. Down here where I can see. Okay, right now our caliper is a little bit too much to this way. So you'd have to put a spacer under here, a little bit thicker spacer to recenter that up. The other problem is, see our rotor, our bolts in here are getting really close to our bracket. So as these rotate around, you can see that one up in there is close. So what really needs to be done is the spacer in there needs to be added about 30 thou to the spacer height. It needs to be 400 thou, not 375 is what it needs to be. So if I make that, cut one down to a 400 thou like it needs to be, then all this other stuff will correct, and I might even be able to pull out that 15 thou shim, but probably not. If I make that slightly more than 400, it would be close. So I'd rather, basically we're looking about, we need to make a spacer, a custom one. We're really close down here, but we're okay on the bracket down here. Now, I don't know why this bracket is tight now. Okay, so all this looks okay here. Now, over on this side, we now have the sprocket now is on the outside of the chain, but we haven't rolled it yet. So roll up my, jack me up in the air, slide it toward you, we'll roll it, do it. Just slide it over there. What was that? What are we hitting on?
Oh, wait, try again.
What are we hitting on?
Oh, this.
What?
The hanger bracket.
Oh, the exhaust bracket became a problem. The bolt head needs to go from the other side now. All right. That's only a minor problem. What are we rubbing on? On the floor? Jack me up a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's spin this a couple times. Let the chain kind of self-center. That'll be enough wherever it stops at. Okay, so now this sprocket is on the outside of the chain, not the inside of the chain. The spacer combination I got right now was, what do we have in there right now? We were a 50 thou extra right now. We were 400.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 50, 150 and 250.
Yeah, so we're about 30 or 50 thou too much sticking out on the sprocket, and it's showing on the chain now. It's rubbing on the outside of the chain. Now, if the chain, if the chain is being forced to one side or the other, it wears the chain out and it wears the sprocket teeth out too. Causes drag. It also makes the exhaust bolt hit. So next time we have this off, we got to swap this bolt around the other way. Or just bend the bracket out further.
But once we get that 50 thou out, it might not even touch, right?
Yeah, well, we're close, so it needs to go the other side. Okay, now with the extra 50 thou, though, we got clearance up here on our tire now. Right there.
Yeah, barely.
What are we hitting on?
This, I just keep pulling it up.
Why does it drag all of a sudden now? Well, the master link came around. See, that's why you put the master link on like that, so it doesn't rip it off. Here, let me make an adjustment here. Here.
How many film?
Yeah, here you go. Film. Fucking adjustment here. There.
Ah!
That, they just hit.
A little bit of fine tuning.
Yep, still in there. That bolt needs to be swapped around. All right, now, what we did over here, nice picture of the floor you're watching there.
Oh, I got that.
Okay, so right now we got the disc sprocket on here and the spacer in here. But the overall offset for the chain off the hub is 400 thou. We're going to order up a 3/8 inch adapter. And that will take a flat sprocket, and that'll make it 25 less than we got right now, which hopefully will bring this sprocket in further. And actually I think we're 50 thou more because we're at 3, no, it should only be 25. But anyway, once I get the adapter in, I can always shave a few thou if I have to make it smoother, make it better. I can customize it a little bit. So right now we're hitting right there. So yeah, see, it's right there on that master link right there. See, it's
none of the other ones are hitting?
No, we got just got clearance. So we got like 10 thou clearance. But see, that one it hits right there. See, yeah. That master link. So it's your exhaust, your muffler's in too far. You need to bend the bracket out. Where's your bending tool?
The hammer right down there?
No, I need a real bending tool here.
Oh, I see. You can use the axle. This thing.
No, that's not the bending tool we need. We need a real professional bending tool.
A real professional bending tool. What's that look like? What's a real bending tool? Oh.
A truck tire iron. See, it wraps around the muffler and everything.
Yeah. Careful, you might scratch up the chrome on the muffler.
We got clearance now. There's the master link.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Look at that clearance.
Right there. Are you camera back?
See, now we got